What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's had a great start to their week so far. Let's go over week one of spring practice. Who shined, who did not, what to look forward to. All this information is coming from Andrew Ivins of 247 Sports. He has a great podcast called Through the Smoke. I highly recommend you guys check out that podcast. He spoke with someone at spring practice when he was there who has been participating in spring practices the past decade. And all this information came from that gentleman regarding D'Eriq King. Friday, they went full pads. D'Eriq King was very impressive. He made a lot of throws that a lot of quarterbacks in the nation cannot make. He looks like a legitimate playmaker. The good thing that D'Eriq King is doing, he is getting the ball out a lot quicker. Within 2 seconds, the ball is already out. Remember, in the NFL, I believe in 2.8 seconds is as much time as you have in the pocket. He's getting it out quicker than that. It's helping with the offensive lineman as well. And we're in college football. We're going to have plenty of time to sit in the pocket or take off and run against teams like Temple, Wagner, Pittsburgh, for example. So I think it's very good that King is adapting well in this is a quarterback-friendly offense that Rhett Lashlee is running. Now, N'Kosi Perry as well has played very well also in this offense, but D'Eriq King is stealing the show nonetheless, guys. He's been very impressive. Also, Mark Pope on Friday when they went full pads, it looked very good. The freshman wide receivers have done more than impressed so far. I think they've already exceeded expectations coming in as true freshmen. Now it is the first week, so we'll take everything with a grain of salt, guys, that Andrew Ivins has relayed. Now, Keyshawn Smith looks very fast. He is legitimately a steal for this class. Dazleen Worsham is very talented. Very talented receiver. He's very smooth, creating space when running routes, but he does need to gain weight, hit the weight room a little bit more, and that will come with time. Xavier Restrepo has shown what we expected, a very hard worker. When practice is over, he is still practicing, working hard to get better. It seems like he will strictly play the slot receiver role regarding his position in this offense. The offensive line within 4 practices would probably benefit from a transfer portal player. Now they are improving from last year because D'Eriq King is getting the ball out quicker. It's a lot more up-tempo pace, so they have a lot less time basically to protect the quarterback. And D'Eriq King hasn't really practiced scrambling, taking off automatically when the pocket breaks down, just focusing on getting the ball out quick. So in that sense, people are expecting the offensive line to get better, plus Navon Donaldson coming in, but they could benefit regarding the last spot that we have remaining, if it was either a wide receiver or a offensive lineman, to give the last scholarship to an offensive lineman. Now, on the defensive side of the football, someone who has completely impressed coaches, and this was not necessarily expected to a certain extent, Jaelan Phillips. According to Andrew Ivins, he is probably the best athlete, arguably, on the team. He's very talented. He has been destroying offensive linemen in one-on-one drills, 11-on-11 drills. According to Andrew Ivins, he went up against John Campbell and Zion Nelson and literally burned right past both of them on 11-on-11 drills. He destroyed Zelante Hillary as well. So Jaelan Phillips has completely impressed so far in first week of spring, guys. So we got to see what happens in the spring game, and then all that matters is what happens during the season. Now, there is a new package Miami is implementing on defense. It has 4 safeties potentially, with Gilbert Frierson, Amari Carter, Gervin Hall, and Keontre Smith all on the field, with Jaelan Phillips, Gregory Rousseau, and Jalar Holley as well. That was a package that Miami implemented. All those players were on the field at the same time. Jalar Holley has emerged as a potential starting role at defensive tackle. He's done very well. He's slimmed down in a good way. He has impressed coaches. Remember, guys, Jason Blissett is permanently a defensive end. Potentially, coaches are seeing this as a long-term idea, as Gregory Rousseau potentially and Jaelan Phillips may go pro as well, and that will leave Miami pretty slim at defensive end. So my University of Miami coaches do like Jason Blissett at defensive end as a long-term idea. And of course, Jared Harrison Hunt as well is emerging as a potential impact player this upcoming season. Jalar Holley and Harrison Hunt have been press coaches so far. Now, Miami's edge rushers in general are going to make it a lot easier for defensive tackles. It seems like for this season to win a lot of matchups. It's a very talented group, guys. Quincy Roche, Jalen Phillips, and Gregory Rousseau. Andrew Ivins already said that look out for Jalen Phillips to potentially lead the ACC in sacks. He's impressing that much. He's a freak athlete. So very optimistic, very exciting news. Once again, guys, take everything with a grain of salt. It's only week 1. Everything can change in a blink of an eye, literally, because of injuries or because ultimately it's overhyped, which is kind of what we saw last offseason to a certain extent. You know, some players did play really well in the spring game, like Will Mallory, but in the season had trouble translating that success into the season. Our offense was pretty flat the whole year, so it was kind of hard to judge a lot of players' potential. I know Mark Pope's career, he has been a roller coaster ride, so I really hope he does well. But hey, first week of practice, I think it's really exciting that D'Eriq King has already proven to everyone that he's the leader, that he's showing that he is a playmaker. At this time, it was more of Jarren Williams and N'Kosi Perry, but it's kind of both are pretty even right now. It's a two-way race. Tate Martell cannot throw the football. That was the headline at the end of week 1. Now it's the D'Eriq King show. And I truly hope D'Eriq King can have a great final season in college football. That's all I got for right now, guys. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. And always, it's all about the U.